What's up folks, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy and this is Pet Rock and Roll. Now today's video is all about the British Tarantula Society lectures and dinner that happened just this weekend gone by, and it was the 25th anniversary. Yes, that's 25 years of giving and delivering amazing lectures within the tarantula community. But firstly, I need to do a massive thank you to Mark and Kim, the organisers of these amazing lectures. You guys completely excelled yourself and you smashed this event. And it's events like these that really do bring the tarantula community together. So we arrived on the Friday and I headed straight to Mark's tattoo studio, Serious Ink, where I got the most amazing tattoo by Mark. I'm absolutely blown away by it. I literally could have cried. It's absolutely on point perfect. I'll be showing you a photo now so that you can see what it is I had. If you know the species, then drop it in the comments. And after the tattoo, I headed straight over to the Aztec Hotel, which is where the lectures were held. Now this hotel was absolutely beautiful. So the BTS lectures were held at the Aztec Hotel, but in the last few years, they've been held at the Village Hotel in Bristol. But this year, we went back to where it all started, and the hotel was absolutely fantastic. The staff, everything about it, I didn't have a bad thing to say. And quite a few people joined us on the Friday, where we had a lovely meal, we mingled, we drank, and some of us stayed up until the early hours of the morning. You know who you are. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant to see so many people join us on the Friday. And then the Saturday morning came and it was kick-off time. It was time to get the lectures underway. We started the lectures at 12 p.m. and Mark played us an absolutely amazing intro. So yeah, I'm just going to play that little video for you now.
25 years we've been doing this and it feels like 5 minutes. But after today, it feels like 50 years. We have a little bit of a tradition that we started just after COVID, and that's our intro movie. This year we got something a little bit special.
"25 years have passed since it all began. This incredible adventure has returned to the Aztec Hotel, and the journey continues. Welcome to the BTS Lectures 2026.
Big thank you to Sir David Attenborough there. Very kind of him to do that for us. Not. Wonderful thing, AI.
Fantastic intro. It has become a tradition to do intros that Mark puts together, and each year I always look forward to seeing what Mark has managed to create, and to have Sir David Attenborough, although it was AI, was absolutely brilliant. And then we had a humour-filled opening speech by Peter Kirk. He's the chairman of the BTS, and this opening speech was just, it was so funny. Peter managed to create something that I don't think any of us expected, and it was just absolutely brilliant.
No exception. So, Mr. Peter Kirk.
Yeah, we traditionally do an opening lecture. It's usually light-hearted, but this time I was asked to do something, talk about something that is I'm really passionate about, something that's important to me, and that's it. The wonderful world of chow chows. So as much as I would like to talk about chow chows for the rest of the day, and to some of you I'm sure that I will, that's not actually what the lecture's about. So Mark kind of hinted early on about the use of Sir David. This lecture's actually going to be it's about AI. I've got an Instagram page, and as I say, I do astrophotography. I post up photos of the moon, really detailed images where you can see the craters. I post up nebulae and galaxies and everything else. And when I post them up, kind of 6 people go and go, yeah, that's quite good. This one I posted up at Christmas of Odin sitting in a sleigh being pulled by a team of chow chows. it got something like 2,500 likes on Instagram. And he's got twice as many followers on his Instagram than I've got on mine. And there's just something not quite right about that. I asked the AI generator to create a tarantula made of sapphires and rubies, and put it in an environment where it was surrounded by, in a jungle environment, but the plants and everything were made of emeralds and other semi-precious stones. But again, it does a fairly good job of creating it and then animating it. Thank you all very much for listening. Thank you all very much for putting up with my chow chow obsession. So just to finish off, thank you all from me and his lordship.
And Peter, I could have talked chow chows with you all day long. The first lecture was by Steve Trim from Venom Tech. Now, this lecture was exclusive to those that attended. Most of what he covered, what I can't show you, cannot be broadcast anywhere. He blew us away, absolutely blew us away. I can't even explain. It was just absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the best lectures I've got goosebumps just talking about it. Probably one of the best lectures I've ever sat through. And yeah, it was, well, I'll play you a little clip of it. But like I said, I can't play it all. It was exclusive just for the people that attended.
Next speaker, Mr. Steve Trim. Lots of letters and numbers after his name. It's absolutely fantastic to have Steve back, because Steve has given us some great talks in the past.
So we're talking about taking photos and stuff. I've put the red line up here. So you guys are special. There's data here that we're about to publish. So there's little signs up. I don't want to share that before we get written. But also, this data is so fresh that more than half of the project team have not seen it. And we're talking about not quite dead yet. So we're talking about the wonders of the heartbeat, which is quite important in lots of animals, and not as vital as you'd first think. It's the wonders of doing live demos. I can hear that, can you? Yeah. There you go. But yeah, thank you very much.
So we all felt very honoured to be some of the first people to see I can't tell you, but to see the entire lecture, let's say that. And this is why coming to the lectures is important, because we get to see stuff that hasn't been broadcast, is not on social media, it's not on the internet, and we get to see it first. And it's just, yeah, it just makes you feel so honoured to be able to listen and take in that information. And yeah, so yeah, that's why you need to come to the lectures. So the next lecture was by Madame Marie Chevalier, and she live streamed the lecture all the way from France. Now, unfortunately, she wasn't able to be there. She did plan on being there in person, but she had a few issues, passports and stuff, so she couldn't actually make it. But we managed to stream it, and that was just brilliant.
Madame Marie Louise Chevalier, hope I got pronounced that right. So live from France, here we go.
Put them in the fridge, to between 5 and 6 degrees, to have them a little lethargic. Report of a bite in 2025. It's a nice species, and I breed them.
She gave us some incredible information, and the bite reports were just absolutely fascinating. And then we had lunch, which was provided by the hotel. It was yummy, yummy, yummy. And we got to mingle a little bit, talk about the lectures that we had just seen, and yeah, get ready for the rest of the afternoon. So the first lecture after lunch was by Volker von Wirth. Now, Volker had given a lecture 20 years ago for the BTS, and he had come back this time, the 25th anniversary, and I just thought it was perfect. And his lecture was brilliant. I watched it so intently. Some of the stuff that he covered from a biology point of view was very much something that all of tarantula keepers ask questions about, or indeed need to know about. So yeah, I was very happy to have been sat there and have Volker von Wirth actually give us this lecture.
Volker, woo!
Oh, the first question was when Mark invited me whether I should have a lecture about phylogeny and taxonomy. But he said, no, that's not so good because the most people here do not understand what you're talking about. And so I said, okay, then I will have my lecture, which goes into the topic of the biology of Asian tarantula. The tarantulas which lives in the trees have often long legs, very long hairs on the legs, very dense hairs on the legs. And what is very problematic in our tarantula hobby is the nematodes. That's the mouth part of an infected tarantula. You see the nematodes there. This structure here are the male spinnerets. In females, you have a skin which is laying over the spermatheca, which is the uterus externus. In most cases, tarantulas do not bite first. First, they hit with the legs. Thank you.
And now it was time to get ready for the main meal. Now, when I say that this meal was amazing, I'm downplaying it. The food was absolutely beautiful. The tables were presented so lovely, and to be able to sit with knowledgeable people and talk was fantastic. Now, we sat with Steve Trim, so got to talk with him about spiders, snakes, tortoises and cars, of all things. We got to speak to him about everything and know that, you know, whilst he is full of information and so knowledgeable, he's actually just a really genuine, down-to-earth person, which is the same for any of the people that were there this weekend. And so after the meal, we then all sat down and watched a lecture given to us by the one and only Andrew Smith from lovetarantulas.com. Now, don't forget that Andrew has just released a new Kickstarter for his brand new documentary. So head over to Kickstarter and take a look at that and see if you want to support him and make a pledge. And yeah, be involved in the next upcoming lovetarantulas.com documentary.
So without further ado, the legend, the living legend, Mr. Andrew Smith. And I've been working on this project for at least 20 odd years. In fact, I actually delivered the first Sri Lankan to here at probably Aztec, right? You're talking about, I don't know, probably 15, 20 years ago. And initially, for the first 5-6 years, it was Vincent. Who was on the far side there. Vincent accompanied me for a number of field trips at that period. Then pretty much Paul took over, and Paul's been working with me, right, the pair of us, for at least 20 years. We've done a journey probably virtually every year we were abroad. And of course, the legend. Okay, right, yeah. Whenever I need help, right, okay, Jean-Michel is there, okay, give me the data. And of course, right, okay, the other half of love, okay, love, right. Okay, this is Guy Tansley. As you want, stand up, Guy, come us for a round of applause. Give him a round of applause.
And that was the lectures over. However, the night wasn't, and we managed to party until the early hours again, and I grabbed a couple of chats, one with Luke from Saltire Spiders.
Yeah, go. He's already up. Yeah, I'm already recording that bit.
So regrettably, this is our first BTS Lectures. Usually it collides with another date, and unfortunately I can't make it, so this is the first year. I really hope it's not the last. I'd like to come every year. It's been fantastic today. Of course, meeting like-minded people, listening to people talk about spiders. It's a perfect day out. And I thought I'd treat both my parents here to spent a weekend away in the lectures, they had a great time. And at the end of the itinerary for the day, the lectures, the dinner, at the end it says to drink at the bar until you drop.
Yes.
So this is what we're going to do now.
So you're waiting to drop. Yes.
But yeah, absolutely fantastic. I couldn't recommend it enough to anyone. I mean, around the room is so much knowledge, so many great people, and I can drink alcohol and talk spiders. Where else can you do that?
Well, you can't. Nowhere else but here. That's great. Well, I'm so glad that you've enjoyed today. I really am.
Thank you. We'll be back.
Make sure you're back.
And another with Graham from Saltire Spiders.
Hi, I'm Graham, and I usually have a stall that's Saltire Spiders. That's usually what everybody knows me by. And what I enjoyed about the weekend was a chance to meet up with all you guys, like-minded weirdos like myself, without the pressure of trading at the show. And I found a lot of it very interesting, but I'm not going to spill too much of that. You just need to come.
Just need to come
And see it for yourself. It was great.
Have you got a favourite moment from the
I liked the heartbeat thing was interesting, and I enjoyed Andrew's after dinner talk as well. He's always entertaining though, Andrew. He's brilliant. So I've enjoyed it, enjoyed spending time with lots of like-minded people, and I would definitely be back.
And you highly recommend it?
I highly recommend it. As high as you can go, like on the roof recommend.
So we drank, we laughed, we talked spiders, it was absolutely fantastic. I honestly can't explain to people how brilliant these lectures are. You really need to come and be able to experience it firsthand to know how amazing it is. So my words don't even work for it, honestly. It's just the pinnacle of the year. It's something that I always look forward to. So once our beds were begging for us, it did sadly mean that the lectures was all over for another year. So if you're interested in coming to the lectures next year, then make sure you head over to the BTS Exhibition on the 17th of May, where there will be discounted early bird tickets for the lectures. Grab them whilst they are at the early bird prices, and then join us for what will be another fantastic year of lectures. And just to quickly add, the BTS Exhibition, my God, I cannot wait. 17th of May at the Warwickshire Event Centre. There will be over 100 traders across 250 plus tables. It is the biggest, the best, the oldest event of its kind, and it is non-profit, and it is just absolutely brilliant, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So yeah, if you can come to the exhibition, then please do. You will not regret it. It is absolutely fantastic. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I managed to convey just a small snippet of what the lectures and dinner are all about. And as the outro, I'm going to play a collage of photos that were taken over the weekend. If you spot yourself in them, drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me out. And until I see you next time, please do take care of yourselves. Bye bye!
25 years have passed since it all began. This incredible adventure has returned to the Aztec Hotel, and the journey continues. Welcome to the BTS Lectures 2026.